lot of people out there who love books. You brought some books here. Do you want to talk about them?
Yes, yes. So this is an old book I've had, but it's
And what book is that?
it's called Moral Men in the Moral Society by Harold Nebel. It was an American theologian, and it I started reading it again when Alex MacArthur died, because his death really affected me. He was a guy who, was trying to do the good things, but surrounded in a toxic society, where people insult each other, fight each other, and we had a story with MacArthur.
Rest in peace.
Yes, we had a story with MacArthur that we differed on the coup, and after the coup, he then reached out to me, he called me, and he said, "Look, my brother, we are brothers, we should not allow these things to get in the way." And we became very close. And when he died, it really affected me, because I knew that it was coming, because he was telling me, but he kept it private.
It's not well.
Yes.
Okay, and then this one?
So this one is what we owe each other. This is what we're talking about, Trevor. In social contracts, we talk about wanting a better society, but we don't want to talk about how we get there. And we don't want to talk about understanding that I owe the next person something. When I use a toilet, I must clean it, so that the next person finds it in the same state that I found it in. So this issue of what we owe each other does not seem to exist in us anymore in this country. So you will find that people go and cut firewood, and they don't know what they owe society and their children. That society includes their own children. And so I got this book to understand issues around economics, how societies live together, and
we owe each other a new social contract. Minuch Shafik.
Yes,
I'll definitely get this.
Yes,
it's a powerful thing. That the world owes you nothing.
Yes,
but you owe the world.
Yes, that's true.
Wonderful.
That's true.
This one's made me laugh. The third way.
So I have had these books, I think, for almost 20 years. I first bought this one. That's the one that first came out. So they were written by Anton Giddens, who was a professor at London School of Economics. He is seen as the godfather of center-left politics that was espoused by Tony Blair. And in America, it was Bill Clinton. And so I always laugh when I see Zimbabweans talking about the third way. And I say to myself, no, the third way is not about forming a third political party. It's about an ideology,
way of thinking.
Yes, and how you get there, how you build society, how you build institutions. And so each time when there's this third way debate or in Zimbabwe on social media, I go back to these books and just refresh my mind, and in order to explain to people what it is.
Absolutely. Yeah. I've had, like you, I've had these upstairs many years or so.
Yes. And the tragedy...
New way of thinking, new way of behaviors, a new way of building society.
Yes. And the tragedy is that our people thought that the third way is having a third political party. But those political parties that exist today, like ZANU-PF and Triple C, can have a third way. And change the way they think, change the way society thinks by doing the right things. And the tragedy, Trevor, is that in Africa, there's been an attempt to have this kind of discourse at a political elite level, but our politics is not anchored in ideas. So it's people like Thabo Mbeki who would try and talk about these things, and then you have other people coming up, and they like President Zuma, and there's no discourse about those sort of ideas. Yes.
And then this one, Corona, from crisis to opportunity. Wow, okay. Scott Galloway.
Yeah, so this is an amazing book because it talks about the I would say it says post-corona COVID-19, and it talks about the tragedies that were created, the economic tragedies that were created, and how we can actually exploit them. So we have now learned that we don't have to go to the office. We can work from home. That opportunity, people never thought about it. There are people now who are running multi-million-dollar businesses from their bedrooms. We thought that every business must have an office. Trevor must have a building because he needs a studio. But if I'm doing things on social media, I don't need to have an office to go and do things on social media. But it also looks at the people that have benefited. And the ironic thing about it is that the people that had money actually made more money. Yes. And in our society in Zimbabwe, again, we recoiled into the same old thing of looking for excuses why we can't do certain things.